Title: The Echo of Truth. What are you doing with my son? Daniel Thompson stood frozen in the doorway, shock etched across his face as he took in the sight before him. Maya Johnson, the household maid, was cradling his infant son, Leo, nursing him with a tenderness that felt both foreign and infuriating. Her blouse was unbuttoned just enough for Leo to latch on, his small body relaxed in her arms. Her eyes were closed, humming a lullaby, as if this were the most natural thing in the world. Daniel's shock quickly morphed into rage. "Get your hands off my son," he roared, storming into the room. Maya's eyes flew open, and instinctively, she gently detached Leo from her breast, trying to soothe him. "Mr. Thompson, please let me explain," she said, her voice trembling. But Daniel was too furious to listen. "You think you can just touch my child? Feed him like some damn wet nurse?" he shouted, disbelief and anger flooding his voice. "Who gave you the right?" Maya stood slowly, still holding Leo protectively. "I didn't plan this." He hadn't eaten in days. The formula he kept rejecting. He was growing weaker. "I used to be a neonatal nurse, and I still produce milk. He needed it." "Shut up," Daniel barked, fists clenching at his sides. "You crossed a line. You don't touch what's mine. You don't make choices for my family." Without warning, he slapped her, a harsh, open-handed blow that sent Maya stumbling sideways, still clutching Leo. The nursery fell dead silent. Leo whimpered. Maya gasped, her hand flying to her cheek, but she didn't cry. Instead, she stared at Daniel with wide, stunned eyes, then slowly turned her body to shield the child. "How dare you?" she whispered. "I saved your son." Daniel's chest heaved, his hands still hanging in the air, as if even he couldn't believe what he'd done. "I don't need saving from someone like you," he spat. "Someone like me?" she echoed, her voice cutting through the air with quiet steel. "You mean black, poor, a woman?" Daniel flinched, but remained silent. "I lost a baby 3 months ago," Maya said, tears burning but not falling. "I held him in my arms as he died. I know what it feels like to be helpless. To watch someone so small slip away while you stand there doing nothing." She took a breath. "I saw that same look in Leo yesterday, and I did what a mother does. I act." Daniel turned away, raking his hands through his hair, the weight of her words settling in. Maya stepped forward, placing Leo gently in his crib. The baby squirmed once, then stilled, his stomach finally full, his tiny body at peace. "I'll get my things," she said softly. Then she walked toward the door. Daniel didn't stop her, but his hand trembled at his side. The corridor outside the nursery stretched like a tunnel. Maya's heart pounded with every step. Her cheek throbbed, and the echo of Daniel's palm still rang in her bones. But worse than the slap was the hatred in his eyes, the disbelief, as if her humanity had been erased in that moment. She wasn't sure what hurt more, being struck or being treated like she didn't belong. Down the hall, one of the maids glanced up, startled, but Maya said nothing. She walked past, silent, until she reached her quarters. Inside, she collapsed onto the bed, letting out the breath she'd been holding. Her bag sat in the corner, half-packed since the day she took this job. She stared at it, contemplating leaving, but even now, her arms still felt the weight of Leo. Her chest still remembered his need, and somewhere beneath the shame and fury, she felt no regret. Meanwhile, Daniel stood alone beside the crib, looking down at Leo, who was finally at peace. He felt small and burdened by guilt, realizing he had struck the only person who had helped his son. Later, Eleanor Thompson, Daniel's mother, visited Maya, offering understanding and support. "You saved my grandson. You didn't cross a line," she said. Eleanor encouraged Maya to stay, emphasizing that her choice should not be dictated by Daniel's actions. As Maya settled into her role, the household dynamics shifted. Whispers from the staff created tension, especially from Grace, a jealous maid. Maya confronted Grace, asserting her place in the household and refusing to let anyone undermine her worth. Daniel and Maya began to uncover the family's dark past, including the tragic story of Daniel's deceased brother, Edward, who had been erased from family history. They discovered Claire's letters, revealing attempts to silence Edward's story and the family's efforts to bury the truth. Determined to honor Edward's memory, they planned a memorial garden for Claire. As they prepared for the opening, they faced backlash from those wanting to keep the past buried. Despite the challenges, Maya remained steadfast, ensuring Claire's story was told and that the truth would not be forgotten. The memorial opened, and the community began to heal as they shared their own stories of loss and resilience. As winter approached, Maya found a letter from a former nurse, Elaine Thatcher, documenting Claire's struggles. This letter became crucial evidence in their fight for justice. Maya and Daniel discovered more hidden truths about Claire's life and the family's attempts to erase her legacy. They confronted the past, seeking to bring Edward back into the family fold and honor Claire's memory. The story culminated in a powerful courtroom scene where the truth was finally revealed and the family began to heal. Maya, now a guardian of Claire's legacy, vowed to continue fighting for those who had been silenced. In the end, the Thompson estate transformed from a symbol of old money and secrets into a beacon of truth and healing, where the whispers of the past were finally heard. As the seasons changed, Maya reflected on her journey, knowing that the truth would always find a way to rise, just like the flowers in Claire's garden.